Hola YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Beauty by Lenore across all my social media platforms. If you would, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video. Of course, get a conversation started with me in the comment section below. But as you guessed it, this is going to be a quick, straight to the point type of video where I use literally maybe 7 products, no foundation. Like, this is just a grab and go type of look. You know, at this point, I'm settled in. My maskne and acne breakout is really starting to heal, and there's the spots on my face are actually starting to lighten up. And at this point, I've gotten used to my face looking like this, so I don't necessarily feel like when I'm running to do something really quick, get ready to do try on hauls, pay no attention to her ass. Pay no attention to that cat. But when I'm doing something quick, like going to go run errands later today, I need to go to the mall, I need to go to Sephora, I need to take some stuff back to Sephora, I need to get ready to do these try on hauls for you guys. So when I'm doing something quick like that, this is the quick little 7-minute face you're gonna see your girl with. Now, if you guys ever see me out in public, I'm either gonna look like Celie from The Color Purple and slightly homeless, this, or all cute. 90% of the time, I'm looking homeless like Celie from The Color Purple, just to give you a heads up, just so you would actually know. But if you're ready to get into this quick, let's go girl type of look with no foundation, no concealer, no nothing, just embrace it. Just embrace it, girl. Then you already know. Keep watching.
You're my Peter one, taking me home. One thing really lead to one.
Okay, so now that my face and skin is starting to clear up, I already went ahead and washed and moisturized my skin. I already did all of that. I'm just going to go ahead and take an eyeshadow primer. And this is the Disney collection they had with the Disney princesses. It's pretty good. It was pretty good. It's kind of like a Wet n Wild Elf type of eyeshadow primer. It works pretty good. And all I'm going to do is just prime my lid. Since I have oily eyelids, and I'm bringing that primer up into my actual eyebrows and coming down underneath it. And all I do is just go in and just do something really quickly to the brows. I figure I might as well go ahead and try out one of these other brow products that I have. Okay, that won't work. I'm gonna go ahead and try out the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. This is her brow pencil in medium brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try just to see how it looks, how it works. And the only thing I'm really gonna do is my brows, eyelids, a little bit of liner. Nothing too extreme, and this is gonna be pretty light, basic. Need to get out the house. Just doing something to where you look put together without actually having to spend a whole lot of time on putting yourself together. And especially if you guys aren't battling any skin issues and concerns like I've been for the past few days. Well, let me stop lying. For the past few months. This should be a pretty easy step for you. And I like this for a lightweight brow. It's shading in and filling in pretty well without actually ripping out my brow hair, so I like that. And the more pressure I apply and the more I go over it, I'm able to get a little bit more definition. But that's one brow done. I'm gonna go ahead and go back in here and do the other brow. Now for my eyes, I'm just gonna go into my City Colors matte single shadow. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom. Pay no attention to my cats. So I'm just gonna go in here and I'm just gonna lay this down as a base on a Morphe brush. Just to give just a little bit of color to my lid. If you are my skin complexion, NC 43 to NC 50, yeah, NC 55. That entire shade range, this is a great basic transition shade where you don't have to worry about doing too much with your eyes for it to actually make sense. This is a beautiful transition shade. And it's also a one shade type of look to just have it done, just to have something down and on your brows. And of course, I'll go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light and just add just a little bit of highlight underneath my actual brows themselves. And to go ahead and set my brows down and in place, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my ABH Dip Brow Gel. I think this is the light brown one. I have to leave it. But just to go in and just set them down so they don't move. And typically when I'm doing this with my actual brows, I can be done and out the house in like easily. Come in here in 7 minutes, like realistically speaking, 7 minutes and just be out and done. And I have my House of Lashes lash book where I just put like my loose lashes in, you know, ones that I can't remember. I threw away the case or whatever it may be. So just take whatever lashes you guys are comfortable with and just go ahead and just put them on. And I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty Lifeliner to go ahead and just tight line my eyes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pick just a little bit of liner. I'm just gonna line the lash. Okay, now once I have that down and on, now I'll go back in. No additional product. Just smoking out some more underneath the actual eyes. Not doing anything else additional with it. And now I'll go back into the actual black from the palette, the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette. And I'll just use this black just to intensify. Okay, so not using any other shades or anything else. I'm still just playing around in that same one shade. And I'm just gonna go in here and just blend across the bottom, just so it's not so harsh. And the only final thing I'll do is I'll go ahead and add just a little bit of highlighter to the inner part of my eyes. Just a little bit, just to bring like a little light to it. And just take and trace that just right here underneath the brow, just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then I'll just go ahead and just throw on some mascara and call it a day. This is the Mile High Club by Wonder Beauty Mascara. And just to finish it off, like, cause I'm not gonna add anything to my actual skin, like, to be honest with you, I'm not even bothered by that anymore. And over here, I'm just not bothered by it anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a blush. This is the Sleek Blush Trio in Blush by 3. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take the middle shade. It's a super pigmented blush. You wanna make sure you're not going in too ham or too crazy with that. But I'll just take it across my actual cheeks. Again, with no product or anything on my actual face. And I'll just add just a little bit more rosiness to my actual skin. Not too much, because this can look really crazy really fast. And I'll take it and I'll throw it across my nose too, so it'll tie it all in. And then once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and take a translucent powder that's like really, really great as far as mattifying. So I'll take the Rimmels London. This is their Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. And the same brush I just did that with, I'll go ahead and take it in and just go across my face to get rid of that shine. And it also helped diffuse like the redness and stuff on the cheeks, makes it look a little bit more rosy. Now I know if you have like rosacea or anything like that, I know that's probably not going to be the look for you. But for me, that's the look. And I'll go ahead and take the same highlighter I put right there in my actual inner little cheeks that I put right here in my inner eye. I'm using the Beauty Bakerie So Icy Illuminator. And I'll go ahead and just brush across the top of my cheeks just a little bit. But I'll add just a little bit of light and luminosity back to the actual face. Now that I done went in with that powder. And all I'm doing is just putting the light back where it would naturally be, while still addressing the oil concerns that I have with my skin. Nothing big, nothing much, so it's pretty much the same. It really doesn't look like much of a difference, but when I'm out and about, I don't have to worry about my face getting super oily or anything like that. And the redness in the cheeks, I like the redness in the cheeks because it just gives me more of a youthful type of look and glow. I like it. Again, if you don't like the redness and different things like that with your cheeks, you could avoid that. You don't have to do that. And the last thing that I would do is I would take something like a powder foundation. This is one of the best ones that's affordable. This is the Aqua Assurance from JCat Beauty. This is their compact foundation. You can go ahead and take and just dust that across your face to kind of even out the tones even more. I'm not doing that because I did this simply because I'm about to bring you guys some try-on hauls. So that's what you guys see behind me. But while I was doing it, I was like, let me go ahead and hop on camera and just record it so you guys could see what a true quick 7-minute face looks like for me. The only reason why this video is even as long as it is because I'm talking through and explaining it. But that's pretty much the end of the video. Lip gloss, lashes, one eye color for the most part. Well, two. I use the City Colors and the black underneath just to smudge it out even more. Just did some real simple with my brows. And this is it. I'm lying. Let me go ahead and hit it with the setting spray. This is going to be the Smith & Co. Instant Recall. And with the Instant Recall, what you'll notice is when it first goes onto your face, it's going to give you this kind of SPF glow just a little bit. But as it starts to like mellow out on your actual face, it's dry. Like it's not like a wet setting spray or anything like that. It's just a powder that literally comes out in the form of like a setting spray that doesn't actually get on your clothes or do anything with your clothes, so it doesn't bother your clothes either. Now, as you can tell, obviously my face is looking a whole lot more pink than my actual chest, but you're not really going to see my chest today with the errands and different things that I'm actually going to be running anyway. So again, I like the rosiness of the cheeks just because it gives my face a more youthful cherub look, and I'm always going to go for that. But again, if that's not you, don't do it, baby girl. But anyway, this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of my channel and coming back and watch me. You know, I don't care if you're watching me in the morning, afternoon, evening, or late at night. I'm just happy that you chose to come spend some time with your girl. And as always, thank you, YouTube.